Hello, welcome back to Mark's house and garden. Tree ferns, are they dead? Have they been killed by the frost of the winter that's just gone behind us? Well, they don't look great. The leaves are brown and there's very little life left in these fronds or croziers. Are they dead? That's a question I get asked on my videos every year. And I can understand why, because these are not cheap plants and we care very much about them. And we want them to survive, which is why we protect them. And I protect mine every year simply because they are so expensive. I don't want to lose them, and I have lost them in the past. There are several things you can do right now to check whether or not the tree ferns have survived. But even having said that, it is still too soon to tell. I always remember one of the tree ferns that we had in our garden, which did absolutely nothing for 2 whole seasons. And I'd virtually thrown it on the fire when it suddenly started to produce new fronds. So my advice is never give up on your tree ferns. But these will never come back, these fronds. They are gone forever. That's just part of its life cycle. They've not survived the frost which has come in from the fields. So I will cut those off for aesthetic purposes. In the wild, no one would go round the jungle floor underneath the canopy cutting these fronds off. They would just droop down and they would protect the trunk and provide humidity around the trunk. But I will chop those off eventually. I don't like the look of them. But what you can do to see if there's life in your tree ferns is very gently, and I mean gently because you don't want to cause any damage, just lift out some of the oak leaves that are placed in the crown for protection and just feel around. And hopefully in there, almost like tiny little eggs in a nest or little knuckles, you will feel the new fronds or new croziers starting to develop. And I can feel one right now with my finger. It's just there. And I'm being extremely gentle because it's very delicate and I don't want to cause any damage to it. Treating it like eggshells, and I'm going to leave it. And I know, because of that there's still life in this tree fern. But it is still far too soon to take the protection off because it's late February. It's not even spring until mid to late March, and we are bound to have some frosts or some freezing temperatures. So leave this in place, and there's a video on how to protect tree ferns on my channel. I'll put a link at the end of this one. Leave this in place for now. You'll know when it's time to take this off because there'll be no frost in the weather forecast. And new fronds will start to miraculously unfold in there. And then I'll take all these off. Do I need to worry about the crown closing up? I don't think it's a problem. I think that if you keep that well watered and moist, the strength that the new fronds will have will push that crown open every year. So there we go. Are they dead? Probably not. Be patient, don't panic. See you soon for some more tree fern adventures. Bye for now.